crazy when there are no eggs left at Walmart.
According to USDA data, egg prices hit $6.55 on average across the country last week. This is a lot worse than the previous peak we saw in 2022 at the height of the inflationary cycle. Raw prices are not the best way to measure it. We need to compare it to wages. So I did this calculation here. This graph goes all the way back to 1980, 45 years. We're going to take a dozen eggs and then we're going to divide it by a measure of the wages for a median worker. Then divide that by 60 minutes to get how many minutes of work for the median American does it take to buy 1 dozen eggs. Right now it's 12.8 minutes. That means it's over 1 minute to buy 1 egg. It used to be 8 minutes in 1980. It got down to 4 minutes here in the late 90s. And the cheapest time of eggs was around 2019, 2020, 2021. Peaked at 10 minutes 2 years ago and now is almost 13 minutes today. And things are set to get worse. Here's the Georgia Department of Agriculture saying that all in-state poultry exhibitions, shows, swap meets, and sales are suspended until further notice. And Georgia makes the most chickens in this country, 1.3 billion of them in 2022. So there are tons of egg farmers across the country. Most of them are quite small. However, there's a couple of big ones. Cal-Maine is the biggest. They produce probably around 10 to 15% of the market. So it's still competitive. They're not a monopoly. However, we're probably going to see their profits go up. They skyrocketed in 2022, and I bet they're going to be even bigger in 2025. One reason is that their facilities experience less bird flu relative to their competitors. Last year, they did have facilities in Kansas and Texas which did experience the virus. However, they are now fully operational. One of the reasons we know a lot about them is because they're the only egg producer that is publicly traded. They have stocks and the reports are public. Over 80% of the industry is totally private. We don't have access to their data. They're not announcing what's happening to their profits. But considering that 10% of the egg-laying population across the country has been, those other companies' profits aren't doing that great. Outside of expensive eggs and chicken meat, here's the worry for the rest of us. The virus can mutate. It's already going into cows. It's already infected some humans, some serious cases. Risk for human mutation continues to increase, and neither the old administration nor the new administration is taking it sufficiently serious. Are we ready for a bird flu vaccination campaign? This article argues no. We must reestablish key elements of the COVID-19 vaccine infrastructure that have since been dismantled, and this time they need to be made permanent.